Hello and welcome to this live BuMpY tasting. I should have a special guest coming in shortly here. It will be Flaco of Flaco Beer Reviews. Flaco, if you're having issues with the link I sent, I can just leave it in the comments if you want to go ahead and get on that way. Let's see. You send me a message here. See what you're saying. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, Flaco was notifying me. I guess he didn't get the link, so just gonna wait for him to pop in, and I will leave it down in the link here. All right. So, like I was saying, it was going to be the Great Divide Brewing Company's Mexican Chocolate YETI. Now, this does come in at 9.5% ABV, and quite the large can. I think this is like a 22 ounce can. So be interesting to see if Flaco has had the original YETI or anything, any of the variants that they have. All right. Flaco should be coming in here in a second. I have personally not had the Mexican chocolate variant. I've only had the original. Thought it was quite nice. I would say it's about the same as like the Oscar Blues 1050 as far as quality and taste. My can that I have is about
there we go.
1 week past 3 months old. Hello, Flaco.
What's going on? What's going on?
How are you doing?
Doing great, man.
We got the same beer.
Same one. What was the date you just said on yours? I heard you saying the date on that one.
Mine's September 18th.
All right, so we're sipping the exact same one, September 18th.
Sweet.
At 11:38.
So John and Nelly does pop in, says he wishes that he could have found this one. Yes, this was kind of like a last minute thing. I think we just talked about it last night, just doing it. So it was kind of very quick thing. So cheers to the chat. Thank you guys for joining in. I'm going to try to make this semi-quick as well because we don't want to intrude into Food Fridays with Alex, which is Cheetos tonight.
That's right.
Everybody, if you have your Cheetos, get them ready. Go over to Alex Beer Master's channel for the Food Fridays. It will be starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have you had any of the Yetis before?
My first experience with Yeti was actually last night with you guys. I had the regular Yeti Imperial Stout, the 9.
Okay, nice. So we're on the same boat then, because that's the only one I've had too. They have a bunch of barrel-aged ones out there and stuff. I haven't had any of them. So
nope.
You want to go ahead and crack these open and
yeah, we can crack these open.
See what they're about. Now, are you gonna drink yours right out of the can?
No, I'm gonna pour mine up. Got a little something right here. Do you want me to? I'm on the website right now too. Do you want me to go ahead and read what they say? Their little quick paragraph.
Yeah, you can do that.
So on the Great Divide website, they say a very special very limited entry in our variable Yeti series. The Mexican Chocolate YETI is a savory delight. We've added a variety of spices, vanilla, and coffee to the Yeti Imperial Stout to create our version of a traditional champadura drink, a spiced chocolate drink. It says spiced chocolate drinks have been a part of the Aztec/Mayan cuisine and culture for centuries, but they haven't yet paired it with the Yeti. 9.5% alcohol by volume. It says available October until it's gone. So that's what this says here. I guess we got a little limited series going on here.
Yeah. Now you said it was from October, huh? So we both have it from September.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah.
A month early. A month early, yet 3 months late. Yeah, with the pour, I mean, mine at least had a giant chocolate head on it. As you can see, it's pretty large, sudsy bubbles.
Oh yeah.
On mine, coloration, this thing, I get a little bit of like a red hue around the bottom, so it's black.
Yeah, it's on mine. It looks completely black, but that might just be the lighting.
Yeah.
If I do hold it here, though, I can see a slight reddish hue towards the top of the glass here.
Nice.
But it's all around very good looking beer. From what I can smell of it, it does smell very similar to their Yeti Imperial. It is the Yeti Imperial just with chocolate, but you can definitely smell that little bit of dark chocolate on there, I think.
Yeah, I definitely get the chocolate. I'm not picking up on any spice.
No, I'm not either.
In the nose. Now they are both over 3 months old, so who knows if the spices have died down a bit, or if it's just going to be more prevalent in the flavors. But what I find interesting is it does say at the bottom, it says stout with coffee and spices added. Like you read, they mix it with a blend of spices and coffee, but yet they call it a Mexican chocolate Yeti. So you would think that they would add cocoa nibs and stuff to it instead of coffee, but
yeah,
definitely has a big dark chocolate nose to it.
Yes, it does.
A roastiness in there. So
yeah, I get the fresh coffee ground smell on it. You know, fresh coffee ground smell. You could definitely get that chocolate there, but like you said, I don't pick up on any spices just yet. Hopefully, we'll get something in the taste on that. But all around on appearance and smell, I would out of 100, I would probably go with a good 98 on that, because I mean I really do enjoy the aroma of it and the look of it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I think I just got a little aroma of like chamomile or something in there. Like as I was swirling when the head went down,
I can't swirl mine yet. I poured it too far up the glass.
Yeah, before I pour any more, let's go ahead in for the first swig if you'd like. All right. Yeah. Cheers, Flaco.
Okay. Wow.
But I get some of the grain flavors out of it, like maybe like a chocolate wheat type flavor in there.
I get that too, but on the taste, on that first swig when I swirled it around my mouth a little bit, I can definitely get the spices in there. I don't know if you getting that.
I wasn't getting the spices in the flavor, but I do feel it on the back of my tongue. There's like a little bit of it's not an alcohol heat either. It's like a spicy.
It's a spicy
buildup.
Yeah, definitely. Let me go ahead and swirl this now that I got some swirl room here. Oh, okay. I can smell the spices a little bit now that I'm swirling it. Maybe it just might be in my mind now because I've actually tasted it, but now I'm picking up on some of that. I get a little bit of heat off of the smell. I'm not sure if that's the alcohol or if that's the spices, to be honest, but it smells more like a spice.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have an alcohol flavor to it.
I don't get the alcohol on it.
Yeah, there is that warming, like I said, in the back of the tongue and in the throat area for me, which
definitely right here.
I think it's more.
Definitely right here, warm.
Yeah. I'm still getting that kind of like chocolate wheat grain type flavor up front. So just like a little bit of chocolate. It's not like it's chocolatey as the aromas were, to me at least.
No, yeah. I mean, it's definitely got the chocolate there, but it's not the star. It's more of the roastiness. That's the star. That Yeti Imperial Stout is still very strong. The flavor of the original Imperial Stout is still very strong in this, but you do pick up on the subtleness of the chocolate and the subtleness of the spices.
Yeah, I'm also getting that kind of, like you said, the coffee ground that you're picking up and like the aromas. I get that at the tail end. It kind of follows suit with the bitterness on this one. This one does have a bit of a bitter finish to it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I am getting, once everything's done and I haven't taken another sip there and I'm just kind of like letting the saliva just kind of build up there. It does get a little sweet after the second swallow, like when you're finishing off. The bitterness doesn't linger long, but the chocolateness, a slight chocolateness, still coating my tongue there more than the coffee.
I just got alcohol in that one. I did the little like inhale thing as I had just a little bit on the stout on my tongue, and I was picking up an alcohol flavor.
I'm not quite there yet. I don't get the alcohol yet. It's just mostly roasty and a bit chocolatey. But it's not bad at all. Like, I mean, honestly, I mean, the regular Yeti was pretty good, but this one right here, I think just the subtleness of the chocolate and the subtleness of the spices with it just go really, really well with the actual Imperial Yeti. Like, I would prefer this one over the regular, I think.
Yeah. What do you think of the mouthfeel, like the body on this one?
I feel like it's kind of medium to light. It kind of dissipates real fast. It doesn't stay, I mean, but it's good. I enjoy it. I mean, for Imperial stouts, I do like them to be a little thicker on the mouthfeel, but this one, it's not unpleasant. It's definitely not unpleasant. It's very enjoyable. What about you? What do you think?
Yeah, I was thinking it was a bit thin for an Imperial stout, especially. I like thicker, sweeter types of stouts. I was mentioning that bitterness at the end, that kind of tailing bitterness. It's not harsh. It's not like a bad bitterness, but it's noticeable. It stays there. It's definitely spices from whatever spices that they're using in this that's giving that little bit of heat for me in the mouth, because I still have it. It's still lingering. So I wonder what these would have been like super fresh, like within like a month or so. I'm just wondering if the spice notes have fallen off any, or if this is kind of the way that it is. I mean, because I would like to see more of an actual spice flavor of whatever they used in there. If it was like cinnamon or whatnot, I would have liked to have picked that up on the palate.
I think I would have liked a little bit more of a sweetness. I get a bitterness. So, but when you say Mexican chocolate from Mexico is pretty fucking sweet, depending on where you go. You know what I mean? Like it's like give you a cavity instantly. So on this one, I would have liked to see a little bit more sweetness, but with a little bit of heat as well, a little bit more of the heat. But I mean, honestly, it's pretty. I like it. I like it a lot more than I like the regular Imperial stout. Like you said, it would be interesting to see what this would be like fresh brewed, but being for the Imperial stout and the shelf life that it does have already, I mean, for it being just 3 months out, man, it's pretty rock on. You know what I'm saying? It's a pretty solid beer still, I think.
Well, say cheers to the chat we got coming in. Just do a quick see what folks have been saying, I guess, for a second.
We'll check it out.
So, oh boy. Okay, all right. We got John. Well, Jeremy Benson's here. He says, "You're fired, John." John Ellie, I have had the original Yeti Imperial Stout. I really liked it. Yeah, I was stating before Flaco came in, I kind of compare it to like the Oscar Blues their 1050, the original one. They're kind of hand in hand, I think, with the quality and the flavors. Cheers. And Jeremy Benson does say, Lord knows we don't want to interfere with the Cheetos.
Don't want to.
Lynn joined us. Jamie, thanks for joining. Cheers to Friday Mothers from Craft Beer Pours. And John and Ellie says, whoa, it was released in October. Probably long gone from here.
They had about 6 or 7 sitting on the shelf in my local specs, man. So
yeah, B was making fun of my pour. I didn't have a Brandon pour at all. It was bad. That's a little better.
You had more of the Beer Master pour on that one.
Yeah, a little bit of Beer Master pour. I didn't pour that quick. It just sudsed up real quick in my glass for some reason. Tastes like beer, Drewski.
Tastes like some
that's from Benson, Jeremy Benson. Bet it's got cinnamon in it, says John. Probably.
Are you heating up any? Like, does your body feel warm?
I don't know. My ears turning red. Not really.
I don't know. Like, I mean, I feel like because with the original Yeti last night, I felt my body temperature rising. I don't know if it's because of the alcohol in it, and I actually got a sweat last night from drinking it, and I'm getting that same heat and that same sweat drip that I got last night from the original Imperial. And I don't know if that's the heat from the alcohol or what, but like, I'm getting that.
Right.
You know, body.
Brandon thinks that it's not a coincidence that I'm doing a Mexican beer with you, Flaco.
Who better to do it with, right? If you're gonna do a Mexican beer, you have to make it official, and you have to have a Mexican.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Did you see the bake that I made earlier there, Sean? It was a nacho bake. If you could not. No, sorry, I'll start it afterwards. I'm going to doing a video. Thanks. I'll start it. The ABV, John, is 9.5%. I don't have all the cool. I got this one banner going. That's it. I didn't set this all up like a professional would have. Cheers to Rod J for joining in.
Cheers, Rod J, John and Ellie,
Jeremy Benson, Brandon, Jamie.
Do I feel like I'm getting the flu, Jeremy?
Mm.
It's just because I'm sick with it. That's about it.
Yeah. But yeah.
All right. Would you pick this up again?
Just to see what it's like fresh. To me, like I was saying, I want more of the spices and stuff to come through. I'd like to be able to taste cinnamon or something other than the what you mentioned kind of tastes more like the regular Yeti, but it has a little bit of that heat to it.
Yeah. Honestly, it's a good beer. I do like it. I would like to try it fresh, like you said, but the price point on it, the $10.99, you know, for it being so thin that it is, I probably would not pick it up again. I would pick up the original. I do prefer this one to the original, but the original wasn't. I mean, it was a few bucks less. I mean, if you're gonna give me something that's a little watered down or a little thin, I'd rather pay less for that. You know?
Yeah. I paid. Mine was $11.99 for the can. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine was only $10.99 just because I got the discount for being a member of the store. But otherwise, it would have been the $11.99, probably 12 something after tax. But
yeah. At least I don't have tax. So
yeah, I got the tax. Oh my,
that's the good thing. But
9.5 alcohol is hitting well. I mean, I could probably slam another one of these back. Probably wouldn't be advised, but I probably could slam another one back. I mean,
well, it's like it's pretty much 2 beers in a can, right?
Pretty much.
So doing one can's like having 2.
Mm-hmm.
So Yeah, I think it's like 20. It's got to be like 22 ounces in this thing. 1 pint, 3.2 fluid ounces. So that'd be 19.2 fluid ounces total.
Shit.
So yeah, just 1 3/4 of another bottle.
Do you think if you were to let this sit for a whole year or maybe even half a year, when you came back to it, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between this and the original?
I think we'd have to do like side by side with the original. And
just because, if the spices died down this much only after 3 months, I wouldn't be surprised if the chocolate fades away too after a few more months.
Yeah.
So you could be left with the original. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, do you remember? I thought the original had more of a body to it. Did you think the original had like a thicker body?
I think it had at least a medium. This is, like I said, medium light. The other with the original, yeah, it's a little bit thicker. I can go pull one out and let you know right now. But
if you want to, you said you could probably slam another one, right? So
I probably could, but I got this one right here. We gotta finish that up. I'm about to pour the last of it if I can fit it. There it is. Did you fit your whole can in there already? You're working on the can's empty?
Yeah, the can's empty. So just what's left in the glass.
Well, cheers to you, man. I'm glad you were able to find this one.
Yeah, no, like I said, I saw it on the shelves, and then you left that Marco Polo. Like, should I pick this up? And it's like, I never had it, but I was just like, yeah, the Yeti's good, so go for it. I mean, I can grab one too.
I've seen the Yetis all around, and even before I tried the regular one, I saw this one first. And just being a Mexican chocolate stout, it spoke to me. It spoke to my inner Mexican. The Aztec was calling out this one, but it's pretty cool that they're calling it, or they're making it their version of a what does it say? A champuro drink. I remember my grandma from Mexico used to come over. She would get milk, pour the milk in there, to get chocolate bars, throw the melt the chocolate bars in the milk, and then get cinnamon and throw it all in there. And that's what she used to call it, a champuco. It's like more of like a sweet drink, a celebratory drink. You know what I mean? It's like a Mexican hot chocolate, pretty much.
But so it's nothing. But they don't add coffee to it.
They don't add coffee to it. They don't add coffee to it.
Yeah, so that just doesn't make sense that they'd want to put coffee.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure why they did it, but hey, I don't knock it. It does say that this thing goes good with smoked beef, leek stew, oyster sauce, buffalo cheese, chocolate and caramel croissant. I don't know. I've never had that, but I guess.
No. I usually have bacon, egg, and cheese on my croissant.
Hell yeah. Now you're talking, man. That's my kind of thing there. I'm down with that, bacon, egg, and cheese. But this one's pretty good, man. It's not better than the original, though. But well, yeah, it is. I like the chocolate a little bit more than the original, but I like the mouthfeel of the original more. So I guess you could say if you took off this, I don't know, man. The flavor of this is nice. If it would have had the mouthfeel of the original, I probably would have favored this one, and I would pay the 10 for it again.
Yeah.
But just because it's so thin, I feel like I'm missing out a little bit.
I think like a 4-pack of the regular. Actually, I think they come in 6-packs. I think they come in 12-ounce cans. I think they're like $15 or something like that. They're not that bad. So yeah, the prices.
Yeah, I picked mine up for, I think it was like $14.24 after tax for the 6-pack of the Yeti Imperial yesterday. Yep. And I drank one of those, man. And I was feeling pretty good, so I'll probably be feeling pretty good for Alex's Cheeto review if I finish this up and grab another.
Now, do you think that this would pair nicely with Cheetos?
With cheese?
With Cheetos?
Ah! I don't know about that one, man.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah.
Unless
chocolate covered Cheetos.
Yeah. Maybe with the spicy Cheetos. Because if you ever had chocolate on your spicy Cheetos, it's pretty nice.
I haven't.
You should try it. You should try it. It's definitely very nice. I would pick this one up again. I would probably rate it overall. I'd probably give it like an 85.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably right around like an 88 out of 100 for it. So
yeah, not bad. It's definitely not a bad beer. I would recommend people try it if they haven't tried it. While you still can try it, if you can find it, it's worth trying at least.
yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I can see why it's just a one-time thing. I mean, it's not special enough to keep it going. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you know those beers that they do the one-time releases and they do get good feedback from, they do tend to put those out. You know, they'll turn into a regular beer. But this one, I don't see this one going there as becoming a regular seasonal release or whatever.
Right. Unless it's phenomenal, like, you know, when it's fresh. Like we said, we don't really know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Stouts, imperial stouts, 9.5% ABV should age fairly well, especially past 3 months. I mean, come on, even IPAs they keep on the shelf for 3 months. Mm-hmm. They go to crap usually by then, but it's yeah. I don't know if the spices fell off or not. I don't know. I've never had the is it Oxocosa or however that's pronounced from Stone.
Oh, I haven't had that one.
Yokavesa, I don't know, something like that.
I have not had that. I've seen it. I know what you're talking about.
It's the same thing. It's an imperial stout that's based off of that Mexican spicy drink stuff. So,
well, we'll have to get that next time, and
yeah,
I'll do the Mexican series with you.
Yeah,
all Mexican related beers. That'd be dope. But I mean, yeah, it's good. Would I pick it up again? Probably not, unless I wanted to show a friend or something. You know, but it's not bad.
Like I was saying, I would only pick it up again just to see what it tastes like fresh. If it tastes exactly the same as this when it's fresh, then no, I wouldn't pick it up again. If I knew this was, you know, but
if
like I'm thinking that the spices fell off or something.
If it tastes like this when it's fresh, I would probably drop the score from a 95 to from an 85 to about an 80. Just because those 5 points with the spices, I would like to taste the spice a little bit more, man.
Yeah,
a little bit more. I want the sweetness of the chocolate to put itself out a little bit, but not too sweet. But I would like a nice blend of a little bit more brightness and a little bit more of that spicy. So I don't know.
Right.
And the lacing on this is pretty good. I don't know how your glass looks, but my lacing on this one is pretty nice.
I had a huge head, but I mean, once the head went away, everything went down. And that's I'm holding it off camera. Yeah, so I mean, I'm getting more like almost alcohol leg lacing. It's not really sticking too well.
Well, I mean, this one compared to the actual regular Yeti Imperial, this one has a lot less lacing. The regular Imperial, I mean, dude, every freaking sip you took, the whole glass was coated in it. It was just coated.
Yeah, and I wonder if that has to do with like the thinness of this.
You know, it might. It definitely might. The other one, honestly, every time you take a sip, the whole side of this thing is white foam. Like it was ridiculous last night. Like it was so much lacing on there. You know, I do get that alcohol drip. I mean, that alcohol leg drip. Once you swirl to the side, you see the little legs drip off the side there, but not too much. So I don't know if you can see the lacing stay slightly, but then it fades and it stays. But the other one, if you did this whole thing would be covered, not just those little specks and pieces. It's nice. What would you give it overall rating?
Oh, I gave mine. I gave it an 88.
Oh, that's right, 88. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. Like if I got this fresh and it tastes exactly the same way, I'm thinking maybe the spices just fell off. But yeah, if I got this fresh and it was exactly the same, I'd probably drop it down a little bit from that, and then never get it again.
No. This one, yeah, I think I would pick up the regular Imperial before. I'm interested in seeing what the other one. You said they have another version of this out there somewhere.
Not the Mexican one, but the Yeti series. They have a bunch of barrel aged. They do different barrels. They have like rum. They have the bourbon ones. I think they have like a cherry one out there too.
Really?
Yeah, cherry chocolate stout.
We might have to do a whole Yeti series, man. Just
Get the
go
Yeti
through
on.
the lineup. Yeah, get our Yetis on, bro.
Nice. It'd be nice if they put them out and they probably do. It probably doesn't show up anywhere around me or something, but they had like a whole box of their imperial stouts.
That
So I
would be
know
nice.
there's quite a few breweries that are doing that, putting out like a lineup of stuff. I know Left Hand has one out.
Really?
It's their
I haven't seen the
nitro
left-hand variety
series.
pack.
What's up?
I've not seen that. I said I haven't seen the left-hand variety pack.
Yeah, they got well, of course, their Left Hand Nitro milk stouts in there, and then they have like
I've had the left-hand nitro. I think
strawberry, some kind of strawberry one or something like that. I think they have like a pale ale or a blonde or something that's been nitroed in there. But that, and I've seen packs from there's some brewery that's out in like Germany, Belgium area, and it's a pack of sours. I'd like to pick that up, but I don't know if it comes with a glass. It'd be nice if it comes with a glass because it's like I was looking at it today. I think it was like $26. I think it comes with like 4 beers. So
a nice glass.
It better come with a glass for that price. I don't know. It's like the brewery was like Pintoris or something like that.
Huh.
Yeah. Fancy
Belgian
brewery. But yeah. I mean, unless you want to
now that it's down, I'm getting like a little berry note. Like a little almost like a cherry on the nose. Not on the mouth, but in the nose for sure. I can smell like a little bit of fruit now that I'm down here. And I don't know if it's just, but I do get a fruit.
Yeah, I mean, it might be the coffee. Sometimes I always say like the fresh coffee beans can kind of have like because they are fruit. Coffee beans come from a fruit plant there, so.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you trying this one with me, man. I mean, for what it is, it's not bad. It's worth a try, I think. Would I pick it up again? Probably not. Only if I was sharing it with a friend. But it is what it is. 85 on this one.
Yeah, 88. We'll mix that together. We'll give it an 86.5.
86.5, right there. You heard it first.
So did you want to go crack open your other Yeti, or we're just gonna call this one good and get ready for the Cheetos?
Either way, I'm gonna crack open that other Yeti because it's Friday.
Either way.
Let me chug this down, and I'm gonna go get that one right now. Hold up.
Okay. Going back to the chat, we got Vanessa Kitty. Hello, thank you for joining. Just doing as you can see, a little tasting with the Mexican Chocolate YETI from Great Divide with Flaco. Story behind this was Flaco sent out a Marco Polo, and he was in the store. He saw this. He was asking if he should pick it up. I was a little bit late with my response, and I told him he should pick it up because the Yetis are pretty good. And then we came up with the idea of, hey, I can pick that beer up too, and we can do a tasting video. And he was up for it. So here we are.
Here we are. All right, guys. Here's the original Yeti Imperial Stout. That's about it. Same 9.5 alcohol by volume. The only the only difference, I guess, is the Mexican chocolate and spices, man. I mean, that's all it is. You're drinking this when you drink this. You know what I mean? So,
now, how fresh is the regular Yeti you got?
Not very fresh either, bro. October 30th.
Wow.
Yeah. So they're both right around the same time.
Yeah, it's a month and a half fresher than this can. So
let's see this one.
It has the same color head.
Yep. Well, actually, to be quite honest, this one's head is a little bit more chocolatey, a little bit,
Darker.
yeah, a little bit more darker. And the bubbles are a little bit more tighter. This one's bubbles came out nice, but there was some big air bubbles in there too. You know, there was some big bubbles in this. There's no big bubbles in there. That is tightly packed.
I can't even regenerate a head on this thing, so.
Man, how thin it is. There you are. There it is.
I know.
It is.
Trying
this thing right here, look at that.
Yeah.
Do they
A
look
little bit lighter than the head that you have. Yeah.
All right, let's see. Hold on.
I wonder if it's like the
if I can
spices and stuff they put in, or
it could have that effect, you know, like
not.
when you put some stuff on bubbles, it kind of dissipates. What do you think? Same? A little bit darker.
It looks almost the same when they're side by side like that, but it's hard saying with a thin head.
Yeah, it's true. But I mean, this head right here,
that's lasting.
Yeah, it's lasting. It's not dissipating as quick as this. You know, this one went real fast. Like by the time I finished my sentence, it was gone. This thing right here, it is freaking here to stay. Let's see if I get a mustache from drinking it. If it's that thick where it leaves a mustache. Yep. Chocolate mustache. Woo! And just right off the rip, man, on a side-by-side comparison, this one has a lot more bitter factor on it. You get a lot more of the roastiness out of it. It's a lot more fuller. You feel your mouth full on this one. The bitters are real high though, like really high. Like it's like all over the back of the palate.
Do they state like the IBUs?
Let me see if the website has it.
Yeah, I think they're around like 70.
It does not state it on the website, but you know what? I'm almost 100% sure that Beer Advocate will have it. Beer Advocate scores it at 94. It does not have it. Huh. Average 9.5. No, man. I do not see it.
When all else fails, you just do Google search.
Go for it.
Wikipedia.
The go-to.
IBU of.
I'm hitting the untapped.
Yeti.
55 on the IBUs is what the untapped website has it down at. It has it 9.5 ABV, 55 on the IBUs.
Huh. Yeah, I was thinking that they were more than along the lines of 70.
But you know what?
Oh yeah, this one says right on Great Divide's website it says 75 IBUs.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
For the okay, sorry, I was looking up the goddamn Mexican chocolate.
Oh, the Mexican one.
Mexican chocolate is 55, and you can definitely tell that it is a lower bitter factor. 55 compared to 75. This 75 hits you and it's there to stay. But when it does finish, it just leaves a roasted note about it. There's absolutely no sweetness in this one. There's no sweetness.
Yeah. So I like I said, I do prefer the sweeter beers. So
I think this is
yeah, so here's some of the things that they have. Vanilla oak aged Yeti, June through September. S'mores Yeti is October through December. S'mores Yeti might be nice. The Mexican Chocolate Yeti, October until it's gone, like you said. Then the barrel aged Yeti, November through December. And they do have other barrel aged Yeti stuff. I'm going to click on the.
You know what? If you sip one and sip the other, they taste amazing together.
Well, you can do a cuvee too, right?
What does that
Yeah, they
mean?
don't list the IBUs of the Mexican Yeti on the website of Great Divide.
I know. That's
Page.
crazy. But Untapped has it at 55, so I wonder where they got that information.
Right, they're probably just guesstimating.
Yeah, it's probably not on point. But I mean, it makes sense because this one is less bitter than this one. But then again, just because it tastes less bitter doesn't necessarily mean there's less IBUs. It could be just more better hidden. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've seen some beers where they use a lot more hops to add the bitter, and the IBUs are higher, but you don't get as much of the bitter. But then I've seen those beers that the IBU is about 45, 50, but yet they present themselves like they're at the 70s and 75s.
So Eclipse Brewing wanted to know if you had your Yeti cold.
This Yeti was the regular Imperial Stout was icebox freezing cold. This one was semi-cold. It was very cold when I picked it up, but as soon as I got home, it wasn't as cold, but it wasn't warm yet either. Now it's room temperature. Now this is room temperature. And I think since it's room temperature, I'm picking up on those berries, or I'm smelling those berries. But BuMpY said it could be the coffee or the roasted notes that I'm smelling that are disguising themselves as berries. But I'm getting some berries. I'm getting a little bit of roasty. Getting a little bit of dark chocolate on this one. Some bitter notes on that. And it's just a lot lighter of a smell for an Imperial Stout. I mean, you still get all the great notes of it. You get the chocolate, the roast, you get the berries, you get all that good shit, but it's just very light on the nose there. When you compare it to the nose on this one is it's just solid, man. Like this one smells sharp. It kind of burns your nose a little bit. This one's kind of more mild on the nose, but it's the regular one. You know what I'm saying? You do get the roasted and all the good stuff too, but there's no berries on this one yet. I don't smell any berries on this one, and it's just a lot easier from my nose to pick up. This one is a lot more sharp. It kind of stings my nose when I smell it. Yeah, when I get closer to it, I can definitely feel it on my nose. This one I don't feel it on my nose. I don't know if it's because it's cold and this one's room temperature. If that could be playing a factor, but I can definitely smell the sharpness in this one, not so much in the regular. I get a slight burn on this one, on the Mexican chocolate. I don't know if it's because it's hit room temperature yet or what, but I do get a slight burn on the nose. This one, not so much. And you can already see the difference. Look at that lacing on that. You see what I'm saying?
My glass, actually, now that the beer is all the way down at the bottom, my glass on the inside smells like Mexican chocolate cake.
Huh. Not there yet, but it's getting there.
Chug, chug, chug. Oh.
But I would prefer this. I would prefer the regular.
The original Yeti. Yep.
Side-by-side comparison, the original beats it.
Yeah, I would like to try their other variants that they have. Like I said, I think that s'mores one sounds good because sweeter stouts more my thing. And if it's s'mores, they're probably adding marshmallow.
Speaking of s'mores,
maybe vanilla beans, stuff like that.
Have you tried the Shiner? Can you get Shiner over there?
We get limited Shiner. We get like the average, like we get the Shiner Bock. We used to get like they used to have like a 12-pack mix, which would have like their IPA that they have their like one IPA or something, and then the variants of their other lagers that they have out.
So they have right now. It's out. If you can find it, if you can go to your local store, they have one out right now. It's the time of year. It is the Shiner S'mores Stout, and I bullshit you not, my friend. It literally tastes like a s'mores fresh off the fire, bro. You get the graham cracker, but not too much. But you get it. You get a bit of that marshmallowy taste, the same one that came through from that Captain or Fruity Pebble thing. Yeah, and then you also get that you get the chocolate, and it's a nice sweet chocolate. It's not a bitter chocolate at all. the whole beer is sweet. It's like drinking liquid s'mores. It's really good candy. You know what I mean?
Now, is that like just a regular one that's on the shelves
It's
around you, or
it's a year round. It's not a year round. It's a limited time seasonal beer. It comes around.
beer?
Yeah, it comes around November, I think, until January or February, beginning of February.
But it's just sitting there on the regular like store shelves. You don't.
Sitting there on the regular store shelves. Yep, I've seen it
right.
at the local Randall's. If you can't find it, let me know, and I'll pick one up at the Randall's for you because they do sell them at Randall's in the singles.
Yeah,
So
I've never seen a stout from Shiner before, but I'll look.
Yeah. Look, it's definitely worth it. I like that one. I bought the whole 6-pack, and I was gonna do a review on it, but I gotta drink it.
You drank it all.
But it's worth it.
Yeah.
Definitely good. But I mean, if you want to, we can end it here. We'll start getting ready for Alex's thing.
Yeah.
Coming up. You know, I know he likes to get into the chat a little bit earlier to get the ball rolling, get everybody.
Yeah, he's probably already got a panel going. That's I think maybe that's where everybody went to. So let's.
I don't know. I can't see the views on this thing. So
let's go ahead and we'll end it here. And I want to appreciate you, Flaco, for being able to do this with me and
yes,
willing
sir.
to
I
do
appreciate
this.
you having me. Who would have known?
Yetis, more Yetis in the future, different variants as we find them.
All right, we gotta next time we do this, we gotta do the same thing we did this time. We gotta get the same beer and we gotta wear the same color. You know,
same color. Yeah, I got stripes. They're gonna start thinking this was planned. All right, I want to thank the chat. Thank everybody for being here. And until next time, you're never supposed to cheers with an empty glass. I do have a drop left, so cheers.